Hey, nice. I was about to consider taking this idea to get this Sons of the Buyer, and I guess me not understanding what my lore was in this game has been solved. Pause to read if you want, but basically, we are made up of nobles who were exiled from the Daravon's Folly down here. That's neat. Who were, yeah, and I guess they were exiled into Corvuria and then caused issues, and so were then exiled to Escon. Oh fuck, it's happening. Well, I suppose it would have been a bit too good to be true if I had been allowed to have another war against Severdeer. But yeah. We are about to discover, I suppose, that Castells is dead. We're just gonna make shit go down. Ah, but all is not lost. Beast Eater in the woods. Well, they no longer have friends, and yeah, they're still based religion. Or evil religion, I guess, from our point of view. So, yeah. Let's eat them. And obviously we had to be nice to them so that they know that we are good future rulers by me intentionally having my mercenaries all die. Full annexation, thank you very much. I did not check if... Nah, yeah, over... oh, voice. Yeah, no, the overextension is fine. Okay, at least the annex my two vassals mostly at the same time thing worked out, and yeah, it did indeed turn out that the land there, or you know, the tribal land would just go away. But my previous vassals actually were actively colonizing it, and well, I guess I should finish this one, even if I really can't afford it. So I've been trying to build up my army for what I hope will be a nice war against Severdeer. I wasn't able to get everyone on board, but I think I got enough dudes. So yeah, back into the trenches against the orcs. As quickly as possible. And I gotta make sure I get these sieges, which is, you know, not what I just did. Instead, I just decided to LARP as the AI and just rush into provinces I probably shouldn't be rushing into. Fan I helvete. Yeah, see, this is what I didn't want. I did not want him to get that siege. Because now he'll get the land. That is, if we win this. Ah, but if we get some extra Miltech, then surely. Although I would need to improve my units. Although, what do they have? Yeah, no, they're still at 8, so... should probably fight at least one battle before we run off to... or before we try to upgrade our units. Gotta love it when the AI prioritizes killing your or you know, my rebels instead of, like, defending their land. I'm actually just gonna white piece Bone Carver, so that maybe he'll still be Great Duke in religion by the time our truce goes up. So yeah, I just want as short of a truce as possible. And there he goes. Castellos is dead. Damn. Well, okay, well, it's not like I really could have taken any land off Bone Carver anyways, so... and you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of time before they convert, but I really have no right to complain. We've gotten away with some serious blobbing here, so I say we just peace out this goober. Yeah, we won't be allowed to take... oh, actually, they'll let me have this land. But how much would I have to give up? Yeah, I think this makes sense. Oh god, we are just sinning all over here. But that's fine. It's going to bring us over 100, but that's also fine, because we're going to give a bunch of this to our vassal. Yoink. And we should do that quickly before we start getting really bad events. Yeah, so this whole being unable to core things properly situation is not epic, but I think we have some sort of potential solution. And that is the fact that this guy signed up to be my vassal. So now that I really want to invade... Oh, did you just get yourself more allies? I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because I want land off him as well, but it does mean we won't be able to do this the most efficient way. And no one wants to help me now because of my awful diplomatic reputation, which is also bad. But maybe we can do something about that. Scratch up. Yes, there we go. Some preparations for war, as well as once again paying everyone's debt. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Because Bladebreaker still has a surprisingly large amount of troops, and I want this to be nice and smooth and not a pain in the bum, so declare this. And once again, really hope that we can get these lands ourselves before Hammerhome does. I mean, you can see just how much of a mess this has already turned into, so you can see why I want to make sure I have sufficient allies. Oh, and there goes the Corona Proclamation. So now the big question is... Oh wow, and it was Hammerhome who proclaimed it. But yeah, the big question is... Can they convert while at war? Wait, did the state not convert? Another question is, can I convert while at war? No, I cannot. So we might, I guess, be losing out on the Center of Reformation. But, well, we'll see. Also, Grumbar is a thing. I guess, well, he's at war too, so you won't know. Well, I mean, he's kind of railroaded actually to go Core Knight. I don't think he ever just doesn't. Well, both because of overextension reasons and because I'm afraid he's going to convert any second now. I'm going to peace out with Dog Eater here. Take these lands, even if we won't be able to take the whole thing, which is sad, of course, but it's part of life. And then, ooh, that was a bit closer to my overextension limit than I would have liked. I could have sworn I did math there, but I guess my math was shit. Ah, bash. Yeah, there we go. Bloodgorger already converted. Motherfucker. Well, we do have... Well, our vassal anyways has course on him, so it'll still be not as expensive, I suppose. Plus Monstrous Conquest helps. We are lucky, though, in that Bladebreaker didn't convert, so we can take... or we can help him finish his migration into the mountains. And of course, gotta make sure this goes to my vassal. Hopefully that didn't overextend him. Kind of a shame that it doesn't, you know, tell you whether or not it will, but yeah. And I don't know if this guy's willing to give up yet. Oh, we can only do return core on that one. Ah, it's still very cheap though. Nah, he doesn't want to quite yet. And there we are. Peace to us. And that then, for reals is this time, I guess, is the last hyper anti, well... I guess I could potentially consider a hyper war against Grumbar, but man, we are already so overstretched. Also, I need to give these provinces away quickly. And I suppose I don't have any real excuses to not just convert to Core Knight. And now we get to have a look at the new mechanics. Paragon Hood. Wait, they still have the Karma stuff? I thought they removed that. Nice bonuses though. Ah, I guess they made it so that you get bonuses regardless. It's just like different bonuses depending on how Paragon you are. We also have an extra missionary from owning part of Castelnat for some reason, so that's nice. Defender of the Faith would give us an extra one, but I don't want to pay that money. I'll be real. Oh, and there are events regarding stuff that I should probably read. Alright, I'll be real, I don't fully understand this. Yeah, so I think it's like each province can have an order or something like that. I couldn't find anything in the mission tree that hinted at where I should be or what I should be choosing, but this thing that gives reduced aggressive expansion sounds like a good idea. So we'll do that. Oh, and there's more. Okay. Can you change this at some point, or are you kind of stuck with this? Build a splendid court. I mean, yeah, pause to read if you want. This is definitely, yeah, I don't know. Tick this one. It says something about mercantilism and goods produced. That sounds good. The next one sounds interesting, though. Something about actually fighting evil and not just, I don't know, self-improvement or whatever it is these other guys are all about. Oh. Military commissions. This is not relevant, is it? Right. Choose an order to help the fight against the evil, yes. While this thing that reduces inflation sounds the best, the Coronite Firebrands. Just zealot mob that want to purge and destroy. That sounds the most fun, so we're gonna do that. And, you know, army professionalism doesn't hurt. Especially with my tendency to get spam mercenaries. Alright, I decided we are in fact going to invade Grumbar. Just, you know, he does have some land in Eskan, and from what I understand, you need to essentially annex all of Eskan whenever you play in Eskan because of the whole consolidation thing, so we might as well grab those lands. And the hope here is that Gawad will be the one to actually, you know, fight the war. If anything, I'm afraid that he would consider decking on his own without me, which would obviously not be great. There's the downside of Alinor. In hindsight, I should have just not called him in. But yeah, there's the downside that he will want lands here, and so he will occupy lands. But yeah, it really does look like Gawad and the gang got this war under control. So, you know what? I'm just going to go fight another war while they do that for me. Because EU4 mechanics are interesting. Yeah, I really need this place to finally die. Like, seriously. My mission tree has been postponed for so long because of my greed. That and my current aggressive expansion against fellow Canorites isn't the greatest. Why can't I go here? Oh. Doesn't count. Oh, right. He never did get called into war, did he? Alright, normally I always take decentralized bureaucracy on the third reform, which we can now do, but actually this one seems nice. I always thought representatives of the crown refer to some sort of representative government, but no, it means that we just have, I guess we, appoint governors or something, representatives to our vassals, so I don't have to feel guilty about taking this extra diplomatic relations slot, which is very nice, because holy shit do I need those. Because, you know, one of the reasons I'm constantly broke in these games is, well, it's totally not my chronic warmongering. It's definitely the fact that I'm forced I say, to constantly do the magic thing that gives you extra relations. It is also nice that we got to do this war before the age is over, so we got that, you know, even if it's only a slight additional bonus or reduction in aggressive expansion, it's still nice. I also wanted to know just how much overextension I was going to get for this, so that I know how greedy I can be up in the north. So we'll peace out here, and then I will look into what we can do in the north. New mission. Following the Godsecker? The Godsecker. I guess that's a river? A road? The ruins of the Blades Keep can be seen on the horizon. Beautiful even in its ruin. Our best soldiers may wield hammers instead of swords. But the hammer itself is the tool we will use to rebuild the heritage. The knights might be gone, but where the blade broke, the hammer will rise. Sure. which in turn lets us do this stuff. At last, we have reached one of our natural borders. The Silver Mare will protect our northern flank. Yeah, I might have gone a bit further north. Sorry about that, game. Once again, though, it's, you know, EU4 mechanics. That just, how can you not blob into Orcish lands when no one cares if you do it? We may now contact the adventurer nations of Inner Casanor. Perhaps one day we may go further north. Okay, yeah, never mind. It does imply that that's actually a valid thing. And then there is the fact that I constantly forget to do spy network. And that I constantly forget to build a bloody temple here. But let's get on these things. Because I always thought like it was strange how... yeah, all the way down here you're still allowed to be region court, but I realized that one of the probable reasons that you're still allowed to be region court at this point in the mission tree while being forced to be core knight further down is it's, you know, it's so that you can continue the mission tree even if core knight hasn't spawned by the time you get down here. So if it's assumed that, you know, you might still be oh, never mind, it literally says here core knight is enabled. Okay, well, I have no idea then why it temporarily lets you stay at region court. Still nice though. I mean, it's something. Damn, it is actually really funny that we can just do this. Like, we don't have to fully occupy them or anything. Everything's fine, and we don't even have to siege this fort. We can just blob, take all of this land, and once again, like the only people who, like, hell, we even have truces with basically all of these goobers. So, and at this point, we're allied with Govid. Like, Govid fought the entire war as well. Like, I'm used to abusing allies in EU4, but man. Like, I'll take this just because, because I can. Because it's just too tempting, I suppose. Yeah, now we once again have that awkward problem of these places just not being coreable properly, because we have to, yeah. I really wish I had like a proper, I was about to say land route through here. Like, I wish my land properly connected. But the plan was always to give a bunch of this to my vassal anyways. But we are definitely reaching a point where he's getting a bit large. And I did enter into some serious problems with 2 large vassals when I was playing the slaver orcs. Slaver dwarfs, I mean. So, yeah, I definitely need to start thinking about annexing this goober. I thought maybe we could release Roaring March. He would be a nice vassal, but because all of this land is old Dukan, he would be the wrong religion, so I do not think we would be, you know, in a really, like, he would be old Dukan, and it would be a pain to fix that. I should at least double check that before I say that, but ska vi se. What the fuck am I, oh yeah, here we go. Roaring March. Yeah, he would be old Dukan, so let's not do that. Oh, I should have stolen Ribsby as a vassal. That would have made more sense. Ah, well, whatever. Fuck it. Here we go, though. We can now take our first policy, because I finished both ID groups, which is nice. Yeah, my nobles are going to be super loyal at this point. Ooh, this is neat. Okay, so we get a cathedral in Old Vernham because the mission is happy about that. Oh, we got stability. I did not notice that. Should have made sure to stab up first, seeing as I need 2 stability for this thing. Although I don't have the prestige to actually do that part of the mission. But yeah, I suppose I should hover over it for a second to pause if you want to read. So this mission, I guess, is just about stealing manpower and development from Corvuria. Which is fair, you know, the vampire's bad in the same way that green tide bad, so we must kill. Yoink. Now I just need some stability and prestige, and then we can finally finish this first part of the mission tree. Man, I swear, the main way I still am making money is getting money for the initial slavery event, and then the event from slavery going away. Who knows who's paying for all this shit? Oh, there we go, Age of Unraveling. Yeah, let's not click that. Honestly, I don't even know what that is. Tusnavyar? Oh, Cornsfield. I'm dumb. But yeah, good luck, Corn people. I wish I could have some of that money, but oh well. Oh, zombies. The 11th Pantheonic Council. Wait, really? I lose tolerance of the true faith? This. Huh. Yeah, well, no, let's not do that. Let's do the morning, I suppose.